Hey everybody, hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to our Might and Magic 8 100% run. Last episode we did some arena combat. This episode is gonna be another relatively easy paced one. In this one, we only have one objective, so for a while now, Leanne Stormlance's inventory has been a bit of a mess with all of these black potions in them. This episode, we are finally going to deal with this situation, and what we need to do is distribute these black potions among our party. A couple of different reasons to do it. Number one, black potions are good. They give you permanent stat boosts, but also I consider them to be a kind of a collectible item in the sense that you can only have one of them per character per stat type. So in that sense, it's like we're kind of collecting them by drinking them. You can only have the intellect one once, luck one once, and so on. And that's the thinking, but also it's just good to have a flat permanent 50 bonus in all of your stats. So what we're actually going to do is going to temporarily let go of Blackthorn. I'm going to bring in Veteranus Talishire because he's going to help with the method that I've chosen for farming these. And what we're going to do is I'm going to go back to Balthazar Lair. And there are a couple of different ways we could do this. We could brew them ourselves using alchemy ingredients, and indeed if we look through our potion recipes, we have all of the black potion recipes right here. We could do it this way, but and it might even be easier to do it that way, but I'd prefer to at least start by reducing our burden by hopefully getting a few of these potions from the Balthazar Lair alchemy shop. Now, of course, the downside to coming here is that I frequently get horribly lost, but I think this time I am possibly not lost. So, scratch that. I definitely am lost. That's the bank and the training hall. This is the temple. Where was the alchemy? So you can tell the stores from the houses because they've got a bit of this on the map. This kind of box, rectangular situation, whereas regular houses are just kind of indentations in the map. That's how I keep track of where the shops are. But doesn't... Okay, here we go. Here is the alchemy shop. Let me remind myself where this is. In fact, I don't need to remind myself where this is. This is the reason I brought Veteranus with me. I am just going to set a Lloyd's beacon right outside the shop. And we don't have Blackthorn, so we can't haggle for good prices. We'll be getting scammed big time when we buy these potions. But you know what? It's like 10,000 a pop. You've got a small amount of merchant skill, and so your merchant skill is slightly better. So you're getting the best prices. So what we'll do is we'll start pure endurance, pure might. Actually, let's start by reminding ourselves of what we need. So we don't need any more endurance. We don't need any more luck. And we don't need any more might. So the two that we found were not the ones that we needed. Okay. So again, nothing that is luck, might, or endurance. Everything else is something that is needed. Once again, the game is trolling us slightly by giving us things that we don't need. You know what, I'm gonna keep loading until we get 2 that we need. Personality... Almost. As you can see, we're getting black potions with a pretty good amount of regularity. I'll buy both of these. And personality goes there. Intellect goes there. So let's start by giving you the intellect and the personality, which goes there. It's a good thing that I know how items spawn in, you know, where the game puts them by default when you switch them from one party member to another. Otherwise, it would be a nightmare trying to keep track of which potion goes where. Even now, I'm always paranoid. I'm hovering over this with my right mouse button just to make sure I have not accidentally mislabeled one of these potions, because that would be quite frustrating. Next, we're gonna go down here. We're gonna set up a second Lloyd's Beacon outside of the magic shop, because this place also will frequently have black potions in it, but I'm not going to be grinding this for black potions. I will... Okay, we've already hit this place up. Pretty recently, actually.
Hit the road back.
Okay, so... no luck with that. So, okay. Whoop. Let's see. Whoop. Let me look at my recipes. Next, having save scummed 2 potions out of that shop, let's look at our potion recipes and see. So, speed, intellect, endurance, purple potion, the speed potion. Okay, let's actually go back to the alchemy place. So, mind resistance. Do we need any of these for any of the black potions that we're looking for? It doesn't seem to be the case. Okay. So, no luck with that. Let's just go with plan B, which is let's see what the alchemy shop in ooh, hey, hang on. Doesn't Regna also have an alchemy shop? Let's check to see whether they are capable of giving us black potions. So let's check with these guys.
Our potions, your pleasure.
And of course they are empty potion bottle. That's a little unfortunate. So let's remind ourselves what we need. And like, once again, anything that isn't endurance, might, or luck. Okay. Duly noted. Let's get this. Let's get this done. 3 potions. Luck we don't need. Personality we do need, and accuracy we do need. So I'll buy both of these. I'll give these to you. Let's start with the personality. That goes here. And then we're almost done with personality. We also gave you intellect, right? Oh, no, accuracy. Sorry. Accuracy goes somewhere there. So we're almost done with accuracy. The speed is what we have the least of.
Our potions,
Were any of your
your pleasure.
white potions interesting to us? No, they weren't. Because I think typically to get the black potion, you need to start with the temporary stat boost for what you're trying to get. So, for instance, pure speed, you'll start with the speed boost, which is the temporary one. Yeah, that's kind of looking like it's the formula. So we got another couple of potions taken care of. Now, as a fallback, let's check with the alchemy shop here in Shadow. Whoop. I was so excited by the fact that the horseshoes came back that I took a bit of falling damage. But you know what, that's okay. Let's grab these and some stat barrels as well. I'm just gonna drink them straight up. Oh, sorry, drink them. I'm gonna. I don't know what these characters do with these horseshoes, but whatever it is that they're doing, it's giving them skill points. So you know what? Let's just have a no questions asked policy about what these guys are getting up to with their horseshoes. Now I'm pretty sure this place will have white potions that are temporary stat boosts, but not black potions. But that's okay because we don't need luck. That's okay because we can.
Welcome to my laboratory.
These are not the ones that I need.
Welcome to my laboratory.
Might. We're done with might. We're done with luck. These resistance potions aren't
Welcome to my laboratory.
really contributing anything to us either. Speed, we might need. Personality, we might need. Okay. Okay. Well, let's confirm we need one more intellect. We need a whole bunch more speed. We do need one more personality. Let's then see, what did we need to get pure speed? Purple potion plus speed boost. Purple potion
Welcome to my laboratory.
should be easy enough to draw up. Let's purple barrel as well. Well, start giving some of this speed to Ethelgor. Let's go to Dagger Wound Island, because I know this place has an alchemy shop which is very easy to find. So for purple potion, you don't have the purple potion straight up, but you do have a blue ingredient. Buy some bottles from you as well.
Shall we mix another? Shall we mix another?
And speed boost.
Shall we mix another?
There we go. Pure speed. That is the fourth one. We need 2 more of these.
The finest potion.
And next, what do we need? We have a personality boost. Now, how do we turn that into pure personality? The answer to that question is, once again, a purple potion,
The finest potions available.
which... Oh, that is also a blue ingredient, which works nicely for us.
Shall we mix another? Shall we mix another? Shall we mix another? Shall we mix another?
There we go. That is our final personality potion. And next, what do we need? What are we missing? We need one more intellect, one more accuracy, and then after that, only speed. Alright. Now, let's... Do we want to brew these from scratch? Do we want to brew these from scratch? Let's... see. How do we get pure speed? Oh, sorry. How do we get a speed boost? Speed boost is orange plus red and orange.
Shall we mix another? The finest potions available.
Well, we have orange right there. Plus red and orange.
The finest potions available.
Okay. Running a little low on ingredients.
Shall we mix another? Shall we mix another?
And then we need to turn this into orange. Well, let's actually go back to Shadowspire and we'll buy the ingredients from that shop. We'll brew the rest of these. I was considering just elapsing a bunch of game time and forcing the shops to reset, and then just buying the rest of the potions from Regna and from the alchemy shop in Balthazar Lair, but you know what? Let's just do it the more legit way. So orange plus red and orange
Shall we mix it? Shall we mix
will
another? Shall we
give
mix
us
another?
speed boost, and then
Shall we
we
mix
need
another?
purple. For this, we're gonna need more ingredients. Let's go to Ravenshore. We haven't looked at this alchemy shop yet. There's also one in Alvar. Maybe there's one in Garrod Gorge, but that's just a little too out of the way if you ask me. Alright, first let's look at your special... It's hard to tell at a glance, like, this is orange and yellow, right? Well, let's just buy... So, we need to mix this with purple. So let's just buy a standard red ingredient, do that, and that's given us pure speed. Our 5th pure speed. Now all we need is one more intellect, one more speed, one more accuracy. Oh, no. Remind me, how do we get... Let's just get speed done with. How do we get speed? It was orange plus red and orange.
Shall we mix another?
I can remember that. They don't... I don't see anything that looks red and orange. And then we had to mix it with the...
Shall we mix another?
Purple.
Shall we mix
Yeah,
another?
we're gonna have to do a bit of a tour of the different alchemy shops of the... Oh, and there are also ingredients on the ground that we might need. Basically, we've got a surplus of yellow ingredients. But anything other than that, blue and red, will help us with this endeavor. Alright, let's get cracking. And this alchemy shop might also have some potions that are just directly helpful. So, what do we need? We needed...
Shall we mix another?
Red and orange.
Mix another?
And then we needed to combine that with orange, thereby giving us the white potion that we will then need to mix with the purple potion, giving us our pure speed. Okay, I think these are mostly blue reagents I'm finding on the ground. Yeah, seems like it. So let's see what the shop has for us.
Greetings.
Okay, again, a bunch of different layered potions, which might come in handy later for the other potions that we need to brew.
Shall we mix another?
There we go, there's our speed boost. Now,
we mix another?
we need to mix it with the purple, but this shop is out of reagents. Well, out of the ones that we need. So you've got a bunch of red. This is great. I'll even buy the blue. So
Shall we mix another? Shall we
mixing
mix
this with the
another?
purple,
Shall we mix another?
that gives us pure speed, and this is our final speed potion. Now all we need is 2 more intellect and accuracy. How do we get an accuracy boost? Well, intellect is green plus yellow and green layered. Can we just directly buy one of those? I feel like we've seen a yellow and green layered potion somewhere. Let's check with this shop. We'll also check with the Ravenshore shop.
Greetings.
Yellow and green. That looks yellow and green to me. I'm just gonna trust my eyes on this one. It might be orange. It's hard to tell. Let's just assume it's yellow and green. And I'm pretty sure the Daggerwood Island shop had a green potion or 2 lying around.
The finest potions available.
Yes, they did.
Shall we
And
mix
this
another?
indeed gave us intellect boost. And what sort of potion do we need to mix with? With that to give us pure intellect. Orange potion. Did you also have an orange potion by any chance? No, you didn't. We can
Shall we
make an
mix
orange
another?
potion.
Shall we mix another? Shall we
There
mix
we go.
another?
Pure intellect. That is our final intellect potion. And the last one we need is accuracy. Now, what sort of layered potion did we need? Orange plus yellow and orange. Now, I don't
Shall we mix another? Shall we
think
mix
we
another?
have
Shall we mix another? Shall we mix another? Shall
yellow
we
and
mix
orange
shall we mix
in
another?
one of the shops, but there we go. Accuracy boost was what we're looking for. And what do we need to mix with accuracy boost to get pure accuracy? Green potion. We can easily make that. There
Shall
we
mix
go.
another? Shall we mix another? Shall we mix
Pure
another?
accuracy, and it is finally done. We have gotten all of the black potions we need. Now comes the fun part. We basically need to chug them all. But the hard part is actually going to be figuring out how to make space for them in my inventory. One thing we should do is cash in these diamonds. I'm just going to quickly go to Murmur Woods and convert them into some skill points. I'll
Not even a
kill a couple of these ogres. This will remind us that we came this way when the map eventually resets. Okay, let's go. And I don't want to bother with the enemies, so I'm just going to cast invisibility. Oh, and I guess while we're here, we'll... Oh, we're going to need Wizard Eye for this. I was going to say we're going to find those 3 horseshoes that spawn on the ground as well. We do that. Quickly recast invisibility. Alright, let's be quick about this. I do... There we go. Now we just need to find basically one of them, and then I know the pattern that the rest of them are in. I guess while we're here, I don't want to get too sidetracked, but I'll pick up a few of these stat bonuses that are just lying around, because of course the entire area has reset. I'll give that to you. Basically giving them at random almost. And accuracy to myself. Okay, let's get our focus back on the thing that we need to do. And this, I'll take this one. Okay, now let's get the 3 horseshoes. Then let's go to that tree, and then let's... Okay, there's one. Now there's the second, and the third will be to the east. Okay. Okay, there. Third one will be... Oh god, have I already... No. Found it. Found it. Alright. Now we've got to find the tree. Let's do this quickly. It's easy to find. There's an arrow pointing right at it. This is the tree, right? Yep. Horseshoes. 5 diamonds, 5 horseshoes. Okay, there we go. And also, temporarily I'm going to give this shield to you. Now, what we're going to do is, I'm going to give 1 potion of each kind to each character. Be careful to give 1 of each to each character. Actually, you know what? First of all, I'm going to go to the safe place. I'm going to go to Ravenshore, because I don't want invisibility wearing off. I don't want one of these enemies to wander into my hitbox and then just annoy me. So we'll go to our nice hub town of Ravenshore. And yeah, we'll just stand right here, why not? Let's make sure we've organized our potions correctly. I'll do this by just scanning over them. Only intellect there. Only luck there. I always get nervous every time, you know, the text is visibly different between the two. But in this case, one of them has power, one of them doesn't. I'm guessing that means, like, one of them we bought and the other one was brewed. But these are all luck. Speed as well. Might also. Accuracy is good. Endurance is also fine, and personality good. Okay, now let's give them one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 black potions, 1 for each stat. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 black potion, 1 for each stat. Again, carefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 black potion. You know the drill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you might notice we have now 2 remaining of each. Did I make a mistake? Did I brew one additional one? No, actually, this is deliberate. It's because, as I've been saying, we have a bunch of party members who are, who've been permanently with us, like, our main character, then Elspeth, Ithilgor, Leanne has been a fixture in our party as well, but the 5th slot has been rotating between Veterinus and Asari, so I wanted one black potion for both of them, just in case because I'm about to swap Veterinus back out, but I might want him back in later on for some specific things, and if that's the case, it makes sense to have him buffed up as well. Okay. You know what? I'm actually gonna have you drink your potions right now. Let me just confirm one thing. So speed is 25. Yeah, so it doesn't matter if you drink them while the recovery still hasn't worn off. You'll still get the stat boost. Just to prove it again, this is accuracy. His accuracy currently 23. And even though he drank it while he still hadn't recovered, the accuracy did indeed get the boost. And his intellect, which is one of his main stats, 164, now goes to 214. So that's one thing that will speed up the process if you're doing it the same way that I am. Which is, you don't need to wait for the character to be done. Like for the dot next to their portrait to come back before you're able to drink more potions. Which is good, because otherwise this would take a while. Now we'll give the final set of potions to Sorry Blackthorn, and now our main party, we're just gonna chug these black potions like it's someone's birthday. Like we're doing shots, like this is like we're back in our undergrad, like we're young people partying, and other metaphors like that. We're basically just gonna drink a whole bunch and probably feel pretty disgusting at the end of all of this, but with some permanent stat boosts to show for it. The last one is intellect, which isn't really even needed on a cleric, but might as well do it, because like I said, I consider these to be a kind of collectible. Ooh. Before I go on, I guess I'll address this. So most of our party, actually only a couple of our party are considered to be young. That's myself, Alistair at age 32, then there's Leanne at age 45. The rest of them, because I think 50 is the threshold, because they're past 50, their stats change slightly. They lose might and endurance, but they gain intellect and personality. I guess that's the game's way of saying, as you age, your physical attributes decline a little bit, but you gain wisdom and all that stuff. For us, it hasn't really mattered because Day of the Gods overwhelms this tiny modification to our stats, and just it really doesn't matter that intellect is slightly higher and might is slightly lower. But that's just a little mechanic that I wanted to draw your attention to while we were, looking at a bunch of stats anyway. Okay. And that's you done. I'll give the shield back to me. I'm still holding on to all of these artifacts. Now it's your turn. Ithilgor. Just drink, drink, drink. Come on. And now yours are still lined up from when we were collecting the potions. Okay, you take those, take that, this, and this. And finally, sorry, Blackthorn, you take your potions. Fantastic. Now, having taken all those potions and gotten a stat boost of 50 on all our stats, let's take a quick look at what our non-Day of the Gods buffed stats are like on each of the characters. Decent, decent. Now, let's... Actually, you know what? We are one day too late. I was gonna say, let's go to the arena and fight. Let's see if these stat boosts have pushed us past any interesting breakpoints, like with speed, for example. It doesn't take too long to kill an entire week. Alright, now let's go to the arena. Now let's cast our buffs.
Get hurt.
We'll do one final arena combat with our buffed party. And we'll see just whether it's made any difference at all, or if it's just the same as it was last time. I'll even cast Preservation, just in case someone gets knocked out. No reason to cast Regeneration, because we're not going to be in here that long. Okay, let's remind ourselves that the way to fight the dragons was to come up here, because then they are easier to hit in melee. Still occasionally shooting arrows, but most of our hits seem to be in melee, which is pretty good. Okay, I'm going to go into turn-based mode because we've taken a few hits.
Watch it. Ow.
We're also injuring ourselves. Basically, I need my main character to get another turn so he can cast either Power Cure or Shared Life. I'll go with Power Cure first. We'll stay in turn-based for a while. Okay. I think... I was hoping we wouldn't have to do this, but our Noble Bone bows are a bit of a liability. You know what? You actually have an alternate bow that you can use, so switch to that.
Watch it. Hey.
You know what? This is too slow. What I'll do is I will cast one more heal from me. Then I'll go out of turn-based mode, and we'll just rush these guys down. Let's see if we can. Another quick worm down. Okay. Now we'll start taking out the ones at the front. Alright. Yeah, we need a bit of healing on. Sorry, but
I got it.
Is down.
can we hit this guy from up here? The answer is yes. Oh, there were two of them. Oh, we might not even need to heal again. There's just one enemy who was far enough away that he didn't aggro along with the initial crowd. So we're just gonna happily murder him, and we're done. I didn't notice any huge difference from the previous time we did the arena, so I don't think we've been pushed into... Although we haven't hit 500 speed on most of our people. So maybe what I need to be doing is... It's a bit late in the game for this, but maybe what I need to be doing is like looking for rings of speed, like 20 speed. And if we get a few of those, we can push people close to 500, but you know what, there's really no need for that. What we're just gonna do is we're gonna rest for the night.
Quiet room, you say?
And I think we're gonna call this episode good. We had one thing to do, we did it, it went smoothly. It's the kind of episode that I like. Didn't have any annoying issues, and it was a nice, relaxing thing. Also, ticked off another one of our small series objectives, which is, well, strictly speaking, I guess I should address this. Strictly speaking, this counts for both the potions that we just drank, and also the episode a couple episodes ago, where we went around doing the different pedestals. Strictly speaking, for the purposes of my series, only Alistair needs to get those things. The reason is that he is the only party member that is required to be there. Everyone else, like, if we go over them, everyone else has a little dismiss button on their character sheet. So everyone else we can let go of. It'll be it would be a slog, but there's nothing stopping us from going from now all the way to the very end game with only Alistair. So he's the only one who needs to be there. For that reason, he's the only one I'm counting when I'm saying we need to find all of the stat pedestals and all of the black potions. However, for practical reasons, I'm also giving potions to our other main party members as and when it's convenient. In this case, we were able to give ones to all of them, including Veteranus Talishire. So even though it's not required that all of these guys get all of the all the potions and all of the stat pedestals, nonetheless they were able to get most of them. I think the only ones who are missing some of them are Leanne Stormlance, who was a late addition to our party, and Veteranus Talishire, who's an even later addition. So they missed out on some of the some of these things that our earlier party members got. Although even then, they caught up and they got some of them. But yes, that's just want to make sure that my rationale was clear. So like, it's only this guy who needs to get them for the purposes of my series. Okay, with that done, I think it's time now to start wrapping things up for this episode. It was nice and chill. I hope you enjoyed it. It was it wasn't, we had an arena fight, but it wasn't one of those high adrenaline kind of episodes. It was just a nice chill episode, which I do like, especially because we are now about to get into the end game, which will be a bit more frantic. So this is kind of like a calm before the storm situation. But yeah, my point is, I hope you had a good time, and if you did, do consider leaving a like. And of course, if you've been enjoying this series and you want to follow along, do consider subscribing as well. But regardless, I hope I'll have you along for the next episode as well, which I haven't decided what I'm going to do in the next episode, because the only things left are the well, the end game, and also the episode where we go around looking at different secrets and Easter eggs. And I don't know if I want to do the secrets episode before or after we beat the game. Like before we do it, or like afterwards as a bonus episode. I'll have to think about that. But one way or another, when the next episode comes up, you will know what it is that we've opted for. But anyway, all of that is to say I hope to see you for the next episode as well. And until then, take care.